Alright, welcome back everyone. So today I'm going to look at a game I played that I thought was an interesting way to show a somewhat rare synergy. So looking at this hand, we're very happy having Credit Core, but we're not so happy with this hand. There's really nothing in this hand, um, except for one particular combo, which is Extreme Cold Fungus, or ECF, and Nitrite Reducing Bacteria. And if you watch my tier list, you'd be like, but those are both D tier cards. Yes, they are. But in the chance that you get them both as a combo in the opening, then it's pretty good, honestly, especially if you have very little else going on. And so we're going to watch this game today and see the power that NRB and ECF have together. Other cards from this hand, Sponsors is a no-brainer. When you have very little to do, might as well take it. You could consider speculating on Interstellar Colony Ship, though I don't think it's that good. I think Search for Life makes sense to speculate on for a science tag. Predators is okay speculation, as it is that Precious Animal tag, but also you could also go without it. And same with Fuel Factory. You could keep it. If you find power, it could be okay, but it's not that great early on. But I go ahead and just take the Predators, and I'm skipping the Fuel Factory because I have no power to play it with, and ICS is just too expensive, not really that great, all things considered. My opponent is Helion. They play Import of Advanced GHG and Regolith Eaters. So, okay, they're going a Microbe Strat too, but I've got the better sauce here because I have Extreme Cold Fungus. Go ahead and use NRB immediately to play around Ants. Ants can't be played until 4%, so it's no real point in playing around it right now. But it's one of those things I just try and get in the mindset of. Always try and use the microbes as soon as you can, because the ants coming down can be really annoying whenever that happens. And so here, it's really important that I play Extreme Cold Fungus this generation, since NRB comes with 3 microbes immediately. Playing Extreme Cold Fungus lets me add 2, and then 2 again next gen, which means I can use NRB again. And then the next gen I can add 2 microbes, and then I can use it again. And then I set it up again by using both of them to get 3 microbes back on it again, and then the cycle repeats. So every 4 gens I'll get 3 gens of TR. So very valuable. So have to play it and use it. And my opponent is done, and then I'm going to play my sponsors. And now, class, what do we do about Search for Life? We delay it as long as possible. We're not anywhere near 6%. We don't have any science synergies. Don't play it. Just wait. Oh, hi AI Central. You're a good card, and that's why I'm glad we took the Search for Life. Lunar Beam actually wouldn't be very bad here either, because it gives us some heat control, and we're Credit Core, so we can take care of standarding some greenery, so it wouldn't be bad at all. But AI Central is clearly just the best card here. These cards are all garbage. We take Escarpment because it's annoying when I get hit by that. Windmills is better than Zeppelins. Cities shouldn't be that plentiful here. And we just need AI Central. The other stuff's not so important. And now we do the combo. ECF, NRB, and we're done. There's really nothing more that we want to do this game here. My opponent plays Lunar Beam. Very good card is Helion, so I know he enjoyed that. Regolith Eaters is kind of whatever. And we're going to pass. Save our money for the AI Central. Solar Wind Power, so my opponent has 3 energy. It's always a little strange when your opponent specifically plays 3 energy. It could mean they're looking at a water splitting plant. It could also mean that they just want the energy to go over to heat. I don't really know, but I need to keep an eye out for any cards that use energy now. And with this hand, Comet's great, Big Asteroid is great. I should take one of them. I think Comet is the one I want, and the reason I say that is because it gives me the Ocean for 2 cards. 2 cards can maybe help me find science tags to help me turn on AI Central. Big Asteroid is great, but I think the Ocean provides a little more benefit here. Okay, so here's an example of that thing I need to watch out for. Steelworks could help him turn his energy into the TR and take up the oxygen track, which I don't want to allow. But I do have to pass in mag field generators to do so. which I'm not happy about. These are two good ways for him to use his energy. But my read on the situation is I think Steelworks will provide much more benefit than Magfield generators will provide. So I had to cut that one. And then he takes geothermal power? I don't understand. Is he setting up for physics complex now? That's my thought going through my head, but okay, I will take the big asteroid too. Thank you very much. And so I buy those two. I do like ice cap melting in general, but I think in this case, I'm not convinced that it's going to be playable because I don't have any heat control. And I'm not sure if this Helion guy is actually going to be raising the heat or if he's going to use the heat as money. You know, he's rated 200, so they tend to be a bit more of a wild card. So I skip it in this case, but I think if I were to do it again, I would keep the ice cap melting just because it's a pretty empty hand, and this is a pretty good card when your opponent has a lot of heat prod. So yeah, geothermal, and he gets to activate the regolith to raise the oxygen. I do the combo. I add the microbes, then I activate it. So already 3 TR from this 2-card combo. So let's do the quick math on that. That's 24 mega credits, and well, sorry, 30 mega credits because you have to account for buying the cards. And so with 30 mega credits, I've gotten 3 TR. So 3 TR, you can think of it as 4.5 MC for income, and at this stage, it'd be 2 VP for points. So we're looking at around 20 mega credits of value so far, and it's only going to improve as the game continues on. They do raise their heat. I decide I'm just going to go ahead and take the heat bonus with the big asteroid since I have plenty of cash, and then I'm going to wait next gen on the Comet because maybe I can find synergies or I can snag the next heat bonus, and sure enough I find a synergy. Welcome aboard, Optimal Aero Braking. I am passing him a use for his power with Underground City, but he has so few cards, I don't really care about giving him some Steel Prod here. Okay, so if I'm going to give him Steel Prod, I probably shouldn't give him Electrocat, so don't give him that. Cloud Seeding to maybe hit his heat would be kind of funny. But of these, I think you take Electrocat and Optimal. I don't have any way to use Electrocat right now, but I could. I think it's worth the speculation when my game control is so weak at this stage. And now here's my charging up gen. I can't use it this generation. And he plays Giant Ice Asteroid, which was like a whoa. That's a crazy move. So he takes the 2 cards, he takes the steel. I'm a little sad now that I don't get the 2 cards anymore, but that was my choice to try and be greedy to take the heat bonus. And I'm just going to pass. I don't think there's any point in playing these better cards here. Okay, so some good cards. I think Decomposers is the generically strongest card here. But mine turns on Electrocat. And so that's why I take the mine, thinking maybe he won't recognize the power of the Decomposers. But it would also be nice to, at a certain point in the game, be able to add the Decomposers instead of NRB if the situation arose. But we'll see if it comes back. All great cards. I'm not sure what he took here, but you're happy with any of these. Invention Contest gives you kind of a wider search for some science tags. Business Network is repetitive card draw, which is important. And Greenhouses is a nice bio tag for NRA. I think repetitive card draw in Gen 5 is better, but Invention Contest also very reasonable here. And sure enough, he does give me back the Decomposers, which I happily take. And I will buy 3 of those. I'm skipping on Greenhouses, even though I have the Decomposers tag, because I don't see many cities coming down, and I don't think it's worth spending the money on it right now, in this situation. Even though I know it seems like I have oodles of money right now. But I'm going to draw, and hopefully I'll find better things to do, and do that instead. So Strip Mine's not what we're looking for. I don't have the power to turn that on. He searches with Invention Contest and raises heat. I'm just going to continue doing my combo. So that's 4 TR so far. He plays Protected Habs. That's a little sad that he found that. I'm going to go ahead and optimal arrow braking and play mine. We're just going to play Comet, grab some 2 plants, and now I'm going to standard to power and play Electrocat and start selling the plants for now, and then I'll start selling the steel after that. Not great, but I think it's defendable. All 4 are really good cards here. I lean towards Convoy from Europa because it comes with a card draw and optimal arrow braking, but also imported nitrogen works amazingly with decomposers and predators, or NRB. Hey. And so this is a really premium card too. So it'd be between one of these two. And what the heck? I take Heather? Really? I have decomposers and it is at that stage, but I don't know what I was doing there. I would take one of these two with the optimal arrow braking in effect. But hey, well, okay. My opponent just passed me incredible stuff here. I definitely take the Mars U. And I hope I get Invention Contest back. Okay, now I take the Protected Valley. Self, what are you doing? Again, optimal arrow braking. I think I'm supposed to take the Space Event personally. But, okay. And sadly, I don't get Invention Contest back. I get Mars University back. But, okay. I'll buy all 4. All of them are good. I'm not convinced on the Heather, though. I mean, I get it's playable right now, but... Yeesh. Natural Preserve. Perfect. Alright, we got AI Central online now. So, now it's time to go ahead and start cycling. And I get Soil Factory. So, not great. But, what can you do? He plays Industrial Microbes, so he is getting up towards, maybe a Physics Complex, and he plays Miranda Resort for 1 MC Prod. I mean, he's not the strongest player, but I thought that was a very odd play. Play Natural Preserve. I'm going to put it on the card because I really need cards to cycle right around now. Get rid of the Soil Factory. And I get Special Design. Okay. That's a cycle with Mars U. That's fine. But, Search for Life. I'm going to get rid of Special Design because it's still the worst card here. Tardigrades. Okay. Not so good there. My opponent duplicates Industrial Microbes, which makes enough sense. Spent some heat to do so. I'm not sure that makes so much sense. And Oxygen goes up 1 more step from his Regolith Eaters. So just, keeping track here. He's gotten 2 TR from that play. And with the power of ECF, I'm now going to be at 5 TR with NRB, which just goes to show you why ECF can be such a powerful combo with microbe cards. Heat's continuing to be raised. And I have to sell a patent, very sadly, because I don't have enough money to standard project power and play AI Central if I don't, because he spent all of his money before I could play Hired Raiders. So that's what I do. Play the AI Central. Gonna get rid of Hired Raiders. I'm thinking other cards could be better. I draw 2 cards, and now finally I have some cards to start discarding with Mars University. Before I was kind of having to make some dicey sacrifices. Alright, 2 obvious cards that stand out here are Research and Nuke Zone. Both of those seem quite good. Soleta Commercial District, not so much. To me, he would find Commercial District okay with all that energy. But, gotta be Research with Mars U, in my opinion. These don't matter that much. Black Polar Dust is the only real card here. Archie's not playable. And then Nuke Zone comes back? Okay, bud. I'll take Nuke Zone. Nuke Zone just lets me teleport over to the nice area of the map and next to the oceans, and also lets me take some of his scoring potential away from him. So it makes a lot of sense to take here. He plays that mag field generator small that time ago. I don't think that's a very good play, but it does get him closer to Terraformer, which is a threat. Now he's just 1 TR away. Ooh, Trans-Neptune Probe and Tech Demo, excellent cards. Very happy to see that, especially with Optimal Arrow Breaking and Mars University. Go ahead and sell steel, get my money. He starts adding a microbe to regolith eaters, but it's not going to be fast enough. Ice Asteroid lets me play that and get 2 TR and 4 plants back. Then I can now play Nuke Zone right there, get another 2 TR and be at 6 plants. My opponent plays Wave Power, which don't know about that one unless you have a ore processor in your hand, but fair enough. So now I'm just going to play the Ocean, and now I'm at 34 TR, and that got me my 8 plants. So now I convert, and now I get Terraformer instead of my opponent. So passing Nuke Zone was a major mistake because it allowed me to take Terraformer from them. They really should have kept that card and used it themselves in order to claim Terraformer this generation. But, you know, you snooze, you lose. So ECF goes on to NRB. I draw a card. Aquifer Pumping's not a card we care about. And I'm going to go ahead and get some more information with Optimal Arrow Breaking since I have the heat. Get Standard Tech and Eco Zone. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful cards. Get rid of Building Industries because I don't have the power and it's too slow. And with the money back from Optimal, I can go ahead and claim Terraformer and use my microbes too. So that's the other benefit of NRB, is that it did get me the TR to help claim Terraformer. So very valuable there. And then I get Deimos down. Yeah, that seems like a good card. Heat Trappers is very funny to play on Helion, but Gen 8 is just kind of too slow to matter. Immigrant City would be okay, but I'm now Credit Core with Standard Tech, so cities are much easier just to standard than to play with Immigrant City. Though if I have spare steel from Deimos, maybe that'd change the calculus. But clear Deimos here. These cards don't matter. I'm just going to take Deep Well Heating just to take part of the heat track. He passed me back Heat Trappers, I guess daring me to take the minus point. I'll take it, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Just Deimos is all I really need here. And I'm just going to play it. Boom. Take the Ocean bonus. Kill off the couple of plants that he had. And I get to raise the heat with the heat that comes from Optimal Arrow Breaking. So already we're at +4. All his scoring is pretty much gone now. Now it's all about the ground game for his scoring. He plays Beam from a Thorium Asteroid. Was that his plan from the Miranda Resort all that time ago? To be able to play Beam? I don't know, dude. It doesn't seem like a good play to me. But he does raise the heat at least. So I draw, get Nuke Power and Lagrange. I like Lagrange well enough. But we're just going to sell some steel. He's going to keep moving along the regolith eaters a bit here. Yeah, that's fine. Adapted Lichen, I do have the bio combo, but the heat is so high that it's not worth playing such an inefficient plant card at this point. This is my time. I have to add the trigger onto NRB to prime it for next time around. Go ahead and play the Eco Zone just to go ahead and get it down. Get the heather down. Okay. I'm happy with all these cards. I don't really want to give him Physics Complex because that gives him a way to turn that 7 energy into 2 points. Though it's not that great for me, but it's not bad either with Mars University. But I think that needs to be the cut there. These cards are not very good. Mining Rights is the best of them, so I'm going to take that. Sabotage versus Algae. I think Algae is the pick with Deco and Eco, and Oxygen being the lagging parameter. If he sabotages me, whatever. I'm feeling pretty rich at this point. I just take Algae and Mining Rights. I don't see the point in Physics Complex. Mining Rights gives me a dump on my steel to just turn it to TI to help pay for some of these things in the future. So they play the Immigrant City. And Micro Mills? Okay. Again, I'm not sure he's the strongest opponent. So I sell steel, draw my cards. Mineral Deposit Vesta? Sure. They're not great cards, but Mineral Deposit is fine. Gene Repair makes some sense. 2 points, 2 cash, but it's not going to do anything to help him towards a milestone here. And right now I'm looking in great shape for planner. I probably could go for a builder as well here. Just grab the TI. He plays Release of Inert Gases, so again, inefficient cards from my opponent's side here. But Regolith Eaters is helping move the oxygen track along finally. Fish, yeah, Fish seems like a good card here. Happily play that one. Hit my opponent's plant production. Go ahead and use it, and then play standard tech so I can be prepared to start standarding. I cycle and get Ganymede Colony, so kind of helps rule out the Jove threat from him. Not that there's much of a threat to begin with here. I'm just going to standard greenery with Credicore, so I get 7 cash back, plus 2 from the adjacency there. That gets me up to 7 plants next generation. Now when I play Algae, it'll get me up to 10, so I've got plenty to do a conversion. The heat bonus is gone, so I don't have to worry about fighting over that, but something to think about. I don't want to give him Cupola City. That gives him too much, but I don't need Cupola City because I can always standard a city. But if I have the excess power and I had Mineral Deposit, I could see an argument for Cupola City. Power Infrastructure is probably the most impactful card here in terms of helping him, but Insulation could make a Banker Fund pretty scary, so I take the Insulation just to rule out that possibility. Ironworks just to take away more scoring avenues for his energy. I'd rather it just go over to be 6 heat than to turn into TR and minerals. And so I take Cupola because I have the nuke power and it gets me to builder. Not the best reasons, honestly, but it makes enough sense. I'm just going to work my way over to the ocean rebates over here. And go ahead and fund Landlord, because I feel pretty confident about winning that, being up 7-1. My opponent's not in any danger of taking anything right now in the milestones. He plays Quantum, more energy, but it's not going to do it. Giant Space Mirror, more energy, but it's not going to do anything for him. Draw 2 cards. Virus is great. I can use it to kill his plants if he didn't have protected halves, but since he does have protected halves, it's a point on my. It's a third of a point on decomposers. It's about all it can be done with it right now. He plays Rover Construction and Noctis Farming. Good timing on the Rover Construction since I'm looking to play a city. I use Business Network and I get Restricted Area, but I don't need Restricted Area. We just need to standard some greeneries and claim my milestones and just call it a day. So I skip it later on. If it had been earlier in the game, I'd have obviously taken it for the 6 cash back right there. So I get Nuke Power down, I get Cupola down, and that's just for the builder being able to be claimed. Again, more microbes come on. Go ahead and just standard the greenery. Gets me all the cash back, and now I can claim my milestones, builder and gardener, and be done with it. Mass is funny. Olympus is funny. Just take the urbanized area though, because there could be a way to score with it. Take away the imported GHG, just because optimal arrow braking and stuff. Sorry about my dogs walking around, by the way. Olympus Conference is a point, so therefore I cut that. And I take Olympus and Urbanize just because Olympus can draw me a bunch of cards with research, and it's a point. I'm not really sold on this move. I think I probably should have not bothered and just focused on standard and greeneries, but it's okay. It is essentially an extra 2 cards and a point. So he plays Research Outpost down there. It's fine, buddy. Gives me a good urbanized target now. And he plays the Mass Converter, so like he has 1 billion energy, but I don't care. The game's ending when I want it to end. And now I just go ahead and convert. take 4 cash and 2 plants. Puts a city right there, again, playing into the urbanized area. I'm not really sure I agree with that. But that does let him now standard another city right there. So he's trying to lock up all my real estate, I guess. He's kind of out of scoring options, so I guess it makes some sense, but not very good. Trees and moss, sure, I like those cards. And he's done. Standarding cities does that to you. Activate NRB, get even more TR. Phobos, not really needed. I'll play Vesta if I need to dump for my Titanium, or more likely Lagrange and Trans-Neptune. I'll play trees because I've calculated I can't end right now, so I'll just go ahead and get a little more plant prod and points on Deco and Eco. Moss playable too. Go ahead and draw some cards here with Olympus and cycle some of the cards I'm not planning on playing. Oh hey, it's Nitrogen-rich Asteroid. Too late to matter, unfortunately. Play Lagrange to just keep cycling, finding better things. Investment loan's nice. Get rid of Virus because it's not worth anything. Vadkim's worth 2 points at the end of the game. That's fine. Callisto Penal Mine's pretty bad though. And we just pass. Okay, these cards don't matter, but Shuttles is a point, so I will just cut that. Artificial Lake makes enough sense because I can use it to get some cash back, and we are missing 2 oceans. Nitro Moss. And just Artificial Lake, just as a way to score some points here. So I can play it and get the cash back and block off a spot next to the city. Go ahead and convert there on the card. I can always urbanize there if I want to. Indentured Workers, great card. I can now make sure I play everything I want to play and still end this generation. He funds Thermalist. I figured he would. I don't care about it though. And Lightning Harvest is a point, I suppose. We get Lake Marineris. I am immediately punished for immediately playing the Artificial Lake instead of drawing first. So, oof. That's very sad. So, again, I make mistakes. Never expect to see a perfect game from me. But that's kind of the benefit of looking at these replay analysis for me as well, is I'm seeing where I've made mistakes in my play. And so not drawing was a big one right there. He goes ahead and gets 2 oxygen raises there with the regolith and the greenery conversion. So I'm just going to go ahead and play Lake to get that last ocean, and then standard the greenery to go ahead and get the last TR. Then they fund Miner. Okay. You can fund Miner with 4, but I also have 4. I don't really understand what that's supposed to be doing. Then he spins 1? Now I'm winning Miner. Okay. Again, if we check my NRB, this was the turn where it no longer would get any value from the extreme cold fungus, so it doesn't make sense to add microbes to it. So instead I add the microbes to decomposers. That gets it over the threshold for 1 more point. So a little optimization to be done there. I draw mining area, and heck, I'll take mining area. It's more way to fight on miner here. So here's where that power infrastructure can be a little annoying. 19 money from the card. Which is good because he wouldn't have a way of using it otherwise. So that was kind of the risk I took when I cut the insulation. But insulation meant that he didn't have Banker as a fund safely anymore. And he now had to take a riskier fund like Miner. He plays IO Mining Industries. Yeah. Okay. That is a legal move here at the end of the game. I just standard a greenery to go right there between our cities, so I can now mining area for extra steel. I draw insects, great timing insects. Plays Eos Chasma. That does get him another conversion, but again he's used all of his steel, so I'm not sure about that one. Now I can play investment loan, use my Electrocat, sell a plant since I want to save my steel for fight miner. Neptune Probe lets me cycle useless cards. I get Titanium Mine, more ways to fight it if I wanted to. Play the Rad Kim. Sell off a whole bunch of my cards. Now I decide I'm just going to play Medlab. It and Research either way would have been fine. And of course, you draw Viral Enhancers at the very end of the game. Great timing. Would have been real nice if I could have done it with these other things. But what you gonna do? I go ahead and add a microbe for good measure, and we pass because this game is over. Go ahead and plop it down, and then the scores are tallied up, and it's pretty good thrashing. Not so unexpected when you played inefficient cards, but I just thought that this was an interesting game because my opening hand was very bad, and you can see the value that you have from cards that would normally be D tier, and how they can come together to make a really synergistic package. So again, that was 30 MC I spent on that, and I got one in Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 8, Gen 9, Gen 10? I think I got it 8 times. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think I got at least 8 TR of value from that, which is 8 points for 30. That's pretty good value, and considering it was also 8 income over the course of the game as well, very good value. So with that, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's anything that you would like me to talk more on, or if there's any games that you have seen others play that you'd like me to review and commentate on. I'd be happy to take some community submissions if you want to have your game reviewed and see where you could maybe improve. And with that, though, I'll see you guys next time.